So good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Soul Man Surgery. It looks like I have frozen on the screen, which is always a good start to the morning, but I'm hoping that you can all hear me. So this morning we have got Luke. Yeah, can you see me now? You can see me now. I don't know if you can. This is terrible. This is brutal. We've got Luke from Latter. So I don't know if that's how you actually say the name of Luke's page, actually. Latter. Is it, Luke? I can see you backstage. Is that how you say it? Or is it just L-A-T-R? Whatever. So we've got Luke. He's on today and he is talking about all of the stuff that he's doing in the community. A very inspirational guy is Luke. And I'm just going to bring him on right now. So here he comes.
Hey, Stephen.
How you doing?
So it's L-A-T-R. L-A-T-R.
Oh, is it?
You can say latter if you want, either or. I'm happy with.
In my mind, I'm thinking latter, but obviously it's L-A-T-R, so I'll just shut my face and I'll not even say anything. So Luke, we've obviously got you on today. He is a wee bit nervous, guys, which is understandable because when you're live on YouTube and Facebook, you're going to be nervous. And Luke's wee boy's in the background as well, so if he does come in, then obviously that's normal as well. We're all used to children, cats, dogs, whatever coming on when people are doing live streams or on Zoom or whatever. So Luke, we have got some icebreaker questions for you. So we're going to ask you a few questions. Now, I've not told him what these icebreaker questions are yet, so he doesn't know at all what I'm going to ask him. However, they're not bad. So, Luke, what is the best piece of advice that you've ever been given?
The best advice that I've ever been given was kind of just to never give up, I suppose. And that's kind of the message I try and kind of forward across to other people as well. Just don't ever give up, no matter what it is, no matter what you do, whether it's life in general or just any subject or anything you do, any challenge in life, just never give up.
That's brilliant. I love that. Best advice you can ever give. Never give up. No question, wee bit morbid, but when you die, what would you want to be remembered for?
What would I want to be remembered for once I die? Helping others, I suppose. Helping others.
That's amazing as well. Brilliant answer. Next question is, what is your favourite item that you've bought this year?
This year? Jeez. I'm not really a materialistic person, to be honest, Stephen. And I very rarely buy anything for myself, so my GoPro setup. But as I say, I'm not a materialistic person, so that kind of stuff doesn't interest me in the slightest.
Still brilliant, though. I think the fact that you're no interested in things, you're interested in experiences and helping people. Do you know? I knew you were going to say that. I've got highlighted there. Bet he says he's no interested in things. What is the most surprising scientific discovery imaginable? So what would you think that if science discovered something, what would it be? What would you find it to be the most surprising thing? Does that make sense?
Probably to bring back the people that we've lost. Bring back loved ones. Bring back, people that we've lost, I suppose.
No in zombie form, though.
Definitely not in a zombie form, but what you get.
Brilliant. And then, what is your absolute dream job?
Dream job? Something I've not really thought about, but just kind of. I'm not sure actually, mate. That's a good question. I've never really went into that kind of depth. I just kind of I do what I do and just trying to help others along the way, and hopefully it all falls into place.
That's amazing. 1 wee second. My dog has just decided to lean against the Decided to lean against the door, and he's like, "Open the door." Sorry.
Going for a nosy.
Aye. Next question is: the zombie apocalypse is coming. Who are the 3 people that you want in your team?
Oh, jeez. The 3 people, my family, my wife, my son, my 2 sons.
Yeah, I knew you
No.
were going to say that as well. I've got that there. His family. Brilliant.
Jeez.
What is your most used emoji?
The laughing face. The
The
wee
laugh.
sidey one, the wee sidey one with the tears. Every time.
Brilliant.
Every time. I'm an emoji kind of person, so I don't know if you've noticed that I seem to do a lot of emojis. Actually, I think myself sometimes I've got to put an emoji after like every sentence. I've got to. It's like religious.
It takes away the blow of the message, eh?
It does. It does. I
Like,
kind of see an example of like how I'm feel like my emotion, because I kind of like can like if I'm like obviously in a bit of a laughing kind of mood, that's what I'll put. But if I'm in a wee sad mood, you'll get a wee sad emoji. But yeah, what emoji?
That's brilliant. I like that. Next one is: what was the worst the worst style choice you ever made?
Worst style choice. Back in the day, I used to hear the Justin Bieber cut. It's kind of getting that way now, but I've been giving myself some Corona cuts. But I used to have like a Justin Bieber cut. Do you know, like the old style one where it was like proper, and then like here I used to.
Aye.
Anybody who knows me, they'll realise they'll understand. But I was a Justin Bieber boy like back in the day.
Brilliant.
Embarrassed to even admit that, to be honest.
And then next one is: what is the worst haircut you ever had?
Well, that was the one. That was the one. That was
Next question is: does your current car have a name, and what is it?
That actually doesn't have a name. My bike's got a name, but the car doesn't have a name. I'm not really. I've never really thought about that. It's the missus's car anyway, so we kind of just share it. So I don't know if she's got a name for it.
The car, you mean?
A bike, which is Bumblebee, if that counts.
That's brilliant, though. That's really good. So, aye, that's your mode of transport. So call it like your bike's fine.
Yeah.
Next one is: you have to sing karaoke. What song do you pick?
Well, these days I'm not really much of a singer, but back in the day I liked a lot of Kings of Leon and stuff like that. So I probably would have went for Kings of Leon.
Good choice. So there you go. That's your icebreaker questions done. You can relax now. Did it help?
Shake the sweat away. I never like an icebreaker, but it's always fun to answer the questions.
It is, for sure. So I'm going to show you guys a wee video that Luke had put up, and I'd seen the video yesterday when I was, because obviously before I interview anybody, I have to do loads of research on folk. So this video that Luke has created, I found it really, really inspirational. So we're going to share the video and let you all see it. We've got a couple of videos to share with you actually, but the first video that we're going to share, I think, is just brilliant. So here we go. Hoping you can all see it.
To make a difference. Just a black screen, Stephen, I think.
Well, that's
to
rubbish.
Make a difference in this world.
1 second.
We need to stick together. There we go.
See it now?
That's it, aye. To make a difference. To make a difference in this world, we need to stick together. We need to stick together and support each other through these tough and challenging times. These tough and challenging times that we are living in a world of uncertainty no one is truly sure of what the future holds. But what we can be sure of is if we keep on, pushing forward, aiming to be that better version of ourselves, and taking each day as it comes. Now let's all stick together and help each other through this. In a society where no one should have to go through this alone, no one should go without the support they need. Encourage others and help lift them up. You never truly know what someone is going through. We are all going through our own struggles. But helping one person might not change the world, but could change the world for one person. After all, even the smallest act of kindness can make the biggest impact. Now life's far too short. If there's anything this past year has taught us, it's to stop taking life for granted. Always appreciate what you have, and always be grateful. Now I don't know if you need to hear this, but I want to let you know that you are loved. You are amazing. You are worth it. You are enough. Never ever give up.
There you go. So look, what was the inspiration for that video?
It's funny because even though I made that video, it actually gets me a bit emotional every time I watch it back. I always watch all my videos back, but yeah, I always kind of, it's like I'm talking to myself, kind of giving myself that same message.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just kind of obviously the struggles everybody's going through now, and obviously through the pandemic, there is a lot of people who are struggling. So I just wanted to kind of just let everybody know that we've got to stick together. At the end of the day, we can't get through this if we don't stick together. So yeah, that was kind of just, it was just a wee spontaneous one as well. I don't know where I came from.
1 second, sorry.
I do know. You're
That's
all right.
the next video coming on.
Oh,
Sorry. That totally ruined the moment there, look, sorry.
I know, I was right in the vibe there too.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
you were saying,
with the heart, I just wanted to let people know that they're not alone, kind of thing, and we need to stick together. So
it's
um,
brilliant. I think a video like that with that music and those scenes that you'd put in there, it's really moving for people. And I think that
yeah,
if someone was sitting at home feeling really alone and really down, that would encourage them to reach out to whoever made the video. I think,
yeah,
or not even that, but to think differently about what they were going through. So
yeah, yeah.
absolutely love it. We're massive at the Soul Man and Friends on like helping people to self-regulate, to like be in control of their emotional and mental well-being. So
Mm.
I think that video just really touched a wee nerve inside me. I was like, "Whoa, that's strong! That's powerful stuff." That video.
That's
Um,
the same to me, even though I made that, man. Honestly, it's crazy.
it's amazing, absolutely amazing. So I'm kind of going round the houses here. I'm no following my the way that I want to work the day, which is terrible. So I'm going to follow my schedule, which is important. So Luke raised over £1,000 for a local food bank by cycling over 350 miles over 30 days in some of the toughest terrain. And he wanted to raise cash to help with the local food bank in his area, um, which is just absolutely phenomenal. So, Luke, tell us about what was the inspiration behind wanting to raise money for the food bank.
Um, So I had always wanted to do something because I do a lot of cycling and stuff like that. So I had always wanted to do something for charity. I didn't really know how to go about it, and I didn't want to do something for all these big, massive, multi-million pound businesses where the money was never going to get seen. It was going to go straight to their employees or whatever it is. So I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to keep it nice and local. So I kind of just kept on pushing it off. I've been wanting to do it for the past year or so. I just kind of kept pushing everything off. Um, so my cousin runs the Leslie Community Pantry. So she started that up last year. It started from humble beginnings, just in the back of a pub garden kind of thing. And it was just to kind of try and help the community and help people who are struggling. And a year later, they have like the amount of stuff that they have done and the amount of people that they have helped is absolutely amazing. And I didn't really know to the certain extent is like I knew it was going on, but I didn't know to the extent that people were struggling until I actually had a chat with my cousin myself, and it really touched my heart. Honestly, like I just like obviously you know these kind of things, but you never know until you actually see it yourself firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I came back like after speaking to my cousin, I'd come back and I was silent the rest of the day. I was so emotional. I just like the people that are really struggling and through this day and age, it really shouldn't be happening. So I came up with the idea of doing the fundraiser. I mean, this is something that I've never really done ever in my life. Especially obviously raising the money for the charity, but a fundraiser directly like by myself. So yeah, I came up with the idea of doing the 30 days, which was a massive challenge, and they were more than happy to take me on and obviously to raise the funds. So yeah, that was kind of the idea of it, and to this day they're doing amazing work. So the funds is going to help a lot of people, and that warms my heart to even know that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And I was reading the article there that the Leslie Community Pantry have delivered over 2,700 food parcels since the start of the pandemic,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
phenomenal. That's just great, and I would imagine that figure's way over what that is now.
yeah, definitely. And that's entirely just for like the community help and stuff like that. I mean, they've now got the charity status, but everything was entirely from the community. So, like all the donations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Not only do they do like the food parcels and stuff like that, they do like clothing or toys. And at Christmas time, they helped with Christmas dinners. They gave like so many people. I don't know an exact figure, sorry, but yeah, they gave a lot of people like their Christmas dinners and presents. So they gave like the whole community, all the children and stuff that were. I don't even know what I'm saying here, but yeah, they gave a lot of people the presents and stuff like that and that as well. So yeah,
Yeah. It really is.
part there.
That's all right. Um, with it as well, obviously, like you mentioned there, that people don't quite realise the amount of people that need help.
Yeah, yeah,
I personally myself, I was like you, absolutely blown away the first time that I ever went out to a food bank and thinking, oh my god, like these people are just normal people. They're no the people that people would stereotype and
yeah,
expect to need food parcels. And I was just blown away by the scale of it as well.
yeah,
Because there's so much that needs to be done in the community, and I don't think people quite realise that, every single, tin of beans, every single donation, everything, it all has such a massive effect, doesn't it?
yeah, definitely, definitely,
It's super emotional the way when you're standing there and you're seeing all
definitely.
these people coming. Oh, it's aye.
And then the kids and stuff as well, and then like the elderly. Not only like do they help with the food parcels, and obviously because of the pandemic and stuff that we're going through, that we are going through. Sorry, I mean they were helping like with the elderly. and they were delivering all around the town and stuff as well. And it was more like so the elderly, they're like they're basically locked in their houses. They're not allowed to go anywhere, not allowed to talk to anybody. So they were just a way interacting with people and stuff as well. And it was kind of a way to chat to give them a bit of interaction, I suppose, as well.
Mm-hmm. And talk to me about your the actual cycle itself, because that was 12 miles a day for 30 days. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. 12 miles a day. Don't know where to start with that, but it was the toughest challenge I've ever done in my life, by far, by far. It was. I totally underestimated it, to be honest. Like, see, when I came up with the idea of the 30 days of the hills, I was thinking, because I could be like I do the hills all the time, but I've never done it like obviously 30 whatever the word is. I've never done it like the 30 days in a row. So I've never done it the 30 days in a row. So when I come up with the idea, I obviously thought I could smash that easy, which I did, obviously. But like I said, I just totally underestimated it. So like once I got to I'm sure it was like day 4. I was like 4 days in, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm absolutely struggling. How am I going to get through the next 26 days? 26 days. I'm saying to the missus, like, I'm sure it was like every day for about 5 days. I'm like, I've got like 26, 25, 24 days to go. How am I doing this? And before I knew it, I was like on 27 days, and I'm like, I've got 3 days to go. Where's the last 23 days? Right or whatever. It just absolutely flew by, and it was crazy. It was just. But the support that I got from my page and like was through the community as well was absolutely outstanding, and that's kind of what got me through it as well. I really couldn't have done it without all my followers and everybody around me, family and friends and stuff like that. But it was the toughest challenge I've ever done in my life.
Were you thinking like 4 days in, where you're like, what have I done?
Definitely. The thing is, like, I was like, because I had all this support behind me and that, and as well, and everybody's like, don't mess it up. And I'm like, well, no pressure for me then, eh? So I didn't have a choice. I just had to push it through. I know I could do it anyway, but yeah, it was tough. It was really tough.
When I done the West Highland Way, I was 4 days in, and we were camping every single day. So we had like 20 kilogram bags on our back with all of our food, everything that we needed for the whole week. And it was the roughest way to do the West Highland Way. And like, see, day 2, I was sitting and the tears were streaming down my face. I was like, why can't I do this?
I could relate to that, mate. Honestly, I could really relate to that.
But it's amazing what you can do. See, when you push through, like it's phenomenal where the mind can take you when you really push it.
Yeah.
Or where the body
will. Looking into like what it's going to help, like obviously with the donations and stuff and that as well, that's what helps and stuff as well. So I was kind of just visioning these wee happy kids and stuff with their like whatever it is, their parcels or whatever it may be. So that's kind of what was getting me through it as well. Because I've got 2 boys myself, and it was the kids and obviously the elderly that kind of really touched my heart. Yeah, so that was kind of what was pushing me through it as well. So, and like I said, I didn't like, so I'm sending the message never to give up, so I couldn't give up myself. So
brilliant. And as a result of all that hard work that you done as well, you did say that you were going to take a wee swim in the freezing sea if you completed the challenge. So I'm going to share that video.
That's a funny one.
So hold on a wee second, and I'll just grab the video and I'll let you all see it, because this is absolutely brilliant.
This was my first time in the sea, by the way, guys. So.
Right. There we go.
That's on a light, my man.
As always. Woo-hoo! Carry on thing though. My gonads are definitely gone. Let's get Yeah, physical. No, start again. Oh jeez, what are you doing that for, Luke? What are you doing that for? Welcome back, everybody. So, I said I was going to go for a swim, so here I am. I'm going to go for a swim. There's a couple cyclers. I should have brought my bike. Now I'm jealous. Anyway, I'm just not long up, so forgive me for I don't know. Forgive me for anything, I suppose. I have came across the Leaving Beach, so I said I was going to go for a swim in the sea if I had raised the target of £1,000. We have well exceeded the thousand. We're now on to £1,500, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, the people's lives how that is going to change is amazing. So I've came across the Leaving Beach and I'm actually really nervous. I feel quite confident. I'm a strong swimmer. I'm not too bad with cold water. This past week has been quite horrible for my mental health. I feel like kind of drastically dropping. Obviously because I was doing the ferry days at the hills, it was keeping me busy and I kept my mind occupied throughout the whole time. As tough as it was keeping me occupied. So my mental health has kind of took a turn for the worst. So I thought, what better time to come and jump in the sea? I know I said I was going to do it anyway. Sorry, pardon me. I know I said I was going to do it anyway, but I thought this would be the best time to do it. So we'll get changed and we'll get down there. This feels so surreal. I can't actually believe I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? This is crazy. Pop that in there, son. You stay there. I'm out of here. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Still lovely. Cool. So it's a bit chilly. I've just run in on the spot. Yes. Oh. Oh, I really hope this is on. It's getting a bit easier now. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is amazing. Yes. Starting to warm up a bit now. Just going to take a wee tiny jog in the water. To tell you one thing though, my gonads are definitely gone, non-existent. There's only woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! It's fun. Go for a try again. How done, Luke? Round of applause. To yourself. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. What a feeling. 10 out of 10. We'll be back. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Yep.
So look, I know that video was quite long, but I thought we need to play the whole video to get the full effect, don't we?
It's fun watching Matt as well. It's funny.
So, how did that feel?
Honestly, it was so surreal. It was an amazing experience. Just like I know the benefits for cold water therapy. Like I've done a few cold water therapy like kind of things. Like I went under the waterfalls and stuff like that, but never like went in the sea. Oh, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just felt so alive.
It really is brilliant, the way like just that feeling. Obviously, you need to do a wee bit of preparation for it. You know, you'll have geared yourself up emotionally and physically. And obviously, we do not recommend that you go and jump into the sea on your own early in the morning like Luke did.
Nah.
But make sure that people know where you are. I'm sure Luke done that, didn't you, Luke? Yeah.
Definitely. I had an audience. It's funny because as you like see when I was in that, like when the adrenaline jump in there, well kicked in, I'm screaming in the water and stuff, and I'm looking up into like the harbour, like into the into the top of the beach. There's like all the early risers, all the old people and all the stuff are walking down their walks down the beach, and I could see them all looking across at me like, what is this madman doing? I'm the only guy in the sea jumping about screaming. It was funny.
That's amazing. Do you know what's really funny as well, though? I only figured this out maybe about a year ago, that people actually swim in the Forth. So they swim from Fife to Queensferry and back.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I never knew that they done to the Forth, the Queensferry to the other side. Nah, I never knew that. I knew like obviously the a new year, the resolution or whatever they're running Duke in it or whatever they call it. I can't remember what it is. But no, I never knew that.
Aye, people actually open water swim right across the Forth. It's mental.
That's crazy.
My screen keeps freezing. Can you see me, or am I freezing away?
A bit laggy, like it is a bit laggy.
It's really annoying because usually it works perfectly, and obviously this morning for whatever reason it's not working. As long as you can hear me though, and I'm in a really awkward position there where I look like I'm picking my nose and I'm not.
I don't know what I say now.
So obviously you've done all that amazing work. I've also shared there your GoFundMe page on our in the comment section. So if I'll share it again just so you can have a wee look at that. So you can go on, you can donate to Luke's fundraising efforts for the Leslie Community Pantry. We would love it to get up to 1,500. That would be brilliant, eh?
Yeah, the link is coming down tonight, so that would be amazing, definitely. We're taking it down
Well,
tonight so they could get the funds in their bank and get giving it to the people that need it.
So everybody watching, go and donate whatever you can afford to Luke's GoFundMe page, because that would be brilliant to see that going up to that amount.
Absolutely, I
Before
appreciate any funds, any donations at all, and I'd love you forever.
that's amazing. And what time are you taking it down at?
It'll be probably midnight tonight, maybe.
Right. Okay. Brilliant. So you can go and support him by going to his GoFundMe page. I've popped that in the comments section for you all, so you can have a wee look at that. Next subject that I want to speak to you about, Luke, is how do you look after your own mental health?
By cycling, getting out and keeping active. I've really struggled actually. To be honest with you, it's kind of been up and down. My mental health has been crazy the past few years, especially the past 3 years. So yeah, it's kind of been up and down. So cycling was what changed my life and kind of what made me do what I'm doing now to help others and get out and help any way I can. As I know, obviously, how it is. I know what I'm going through. So if I could help at least one person, and then that makes me happy. And share my story along the way as well, which is the reason I started my page. Just to kind of try and help others and something to look back on as well later on in life and kind of see how I've progressed and see how I've changed as a person, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. One thing I have to say that I love about you is your honesty, because when we're speaking about mental health, emotional well-being, I like to call it emotional well-being. I don't like to call it mental health, because I think mental health is something that can be overused now. But when you're looking after your emotional well-being, it's important to share as much as you can, because so many people are going through it, and having someone that they can relate to, someone that's relatable, which is obviously what they'll get in you. They'll get that in many other people who share their stories. Do you think that's important, Luke, that people are being honest and open and sharing?
100%. I really can't stress enough how much that you need to speak out. You need to talk about whatever your troubles are. For too long, I kind of bottled everything up. Mm-hmm. I didn't share how I was feeling and just the usual. I mean, a lot of people will relate as well. Like, you get asked how you're doing, and you're just like, "Hi, I'm fine," but really deep down, you really aren't. You're breaking inside, and that's that's where I was. I was broken. I was a broken man. And I can't actually remember why or when or what the reason was that I actually started opening up. But just one day, I just broke down on the camera and I just started speaking. I just started talking for the heart, just telling everybody how I was actually feeling, and then I was kind of stemmed for there. Like the people that related and to that message, to the videos, the messages that I was getting, it made me feel warm inside as well, that I'm helping these people. I mean, I'd never ever have imagined that I'd be in this place, in this position before, that I'd be talking about my mental health to that certain extent. And like the people that I've helped along the way is crazy.
I love it. I think, and I said this to you before we came on, actually, that we need someone like you on the corner of every street in every town in every city in every single country in the world. Someone who's helping and supporting and, going through lived experience of things that other people experience but maybe find it hard to talk about. Because when mental health gets poor, especially in men, not not to speak statistically, but we need to speak statistically.
Yeah.
You know, suicide continues to be the biggest killer of men between the age of 17 and 46, which it kills more people than cancer, it kills more people than any other illness, which is
Yeah.
just mind blowing.
Yeah,
So I think
definitely.
talking about things is key, isn't it?
Definitely. That's what kind of breaks my heart in that as well. And obviously, I've been through my own struggles and stuff as well. And if I could help and share my story along the way and help others to speak out, talk about their troubles, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
It's something that really, really needs to be more needs to be done about it. Definitely.
Yeah. There is some amazing work going on out there, but you know,
Yeah.
It's not enough. We need more. So,
Yeah.
and obviously ways of self-regulating as well. You know, your cycling's a big thing that you do that really helps you. Is there any other things that you do that help you to self-regulate?
So just kind of just keeping active. As soon as I start slowing down, that's when my mind starts on going in overdrive. So I do the videos and stuff as well, and that's what keeps me busy as well. So I like doing the editing. So yeah, doing videos, I suppose, sitting on the computer and just knowing that, like, obviously a lot of my videos are like vlogs and stuff, but I do like the odd, like the first video that you had shared about sticking together. I kind of throw in that into the page every now and again, but mostly just vlogs. So yeah, just doing the editing and stuff. That's what keeps me busy, and that's what kind of keeps me occupied.
And there's that really funny side to Luke as well. Like if you've not had a chance to go and look at Luke's TikTok, go and have a look at Luke's TikTok.
Secret, Stephen, man. That's secret.
Honestly, if you go and have a look at his TikTok, you'll see the fun side of him, and I suppose that's what TikTok's for, isn't it? It's to be fun and to have a laugh. And do you think that that's a good outlet as well, just to like have a good laugh and do silly things?
Definitely. Like, see, when I had started TikTok, it was like, it's funny because like people always think they'll see my videos and I'm like jumping about like an idiot and I'm making a fool of myself. I like to make people laugh, I like to make people like feel good, whatever it may be, whether they're laughing with me or at me, I really don't care as long as they're laughing. So when I had started TikTok, it was like I didn't expect anybody to like that would know me to actually like find my TikTok, and it wasn't until like a wee while later I started getting everybody like local to me like adding my page, and I'm like, oh my god, they're going to see me jumping about like an idiot. But then I just got to the point where I was like, I really don't care what anybody thinks, so just do what makes you happy, and if it's making others laugh, and just do it.
See, the annoying thing is that on this I can't share your TikTok.
I'm glad.
However, I do have my phone in front of me, so I can give you a wee sneaky peek. I'm trying to find one that's really funny. Any in particular that you might want to share?
Nah, none at all.
He's sitting there going,
the TikTok videos. I don't know why it is. That's what I'm saying. Like when obviously I do the videos and like I make a fool of myself, and then like when I see people in person or whatever, and they're like, and I'll tell them like I'm a shy guy. I'll tell them straight out like I really am a shy guy. I get nervous. I get anxious. I'm really shy in front of people and stuff. And they're like, there's no way. There's no way that you are shy. I've seen your videos and you're not shy. I'm like, I'm telling you, I've got sweaty hands, everything. I'm actually sweating. I'm sweating out places I've never sweated out before. But yeah, it is what it is. I just like to make people laugh, I suppose, and videos.
I've got one here because you participated in the shite bag if you didn't.
That was fun. I loved that. I was going through a bit of a tough time at that time as well. Like I was struggling with my mental health, and that kept me occupied. I never turned down a day either. So
that's brilliant. So are you ready? So this is Luke, I think, in the local supermarket.
My Batman onesie.
It is in the local supermarket, eh?
Yeah, I think that was in Asda's, that one.
Right, one
Every
second.
single street bag have you done it? Oh my god! Doing Strawberry Hollywood! You seen Strawberry Hollywood? Oh my god, you seen Strawberry Hollywood! That's the best one! Everybody see the Strawberry Hollywood! Zach, give it up. Strawberry Hollywood.
So there you go. That's
Uh,
some of the funnier side of Luke, which is absolutely brilliant. I think that's just making people laugh is such an important thing, though, isn't it?
definitely. As I say, that shite bag if you didn't, that was amazing. And that's kind of what I do as well. I like keep making people laugh, and as I say, I never turned down a dare as well. So it was amazing. It was amazing to keep me occupied, and it was amazing to make people laugh. And the laughs, the whole page in general, like it was getting a lot of people through the tough time. I mean, that was towards the end of the year, so everything was kind of wearing on everybody's mental health. Obviously, the lockdown. So yeah, it helped. It contributed to getting us through it.
It was hilarious. Honestly, I was rooting for you, but at the same time, there was the video that you'd done with the dog food.
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that.
I could actually feel it.
Oh, what disgusting!
That
Just
was really bad.
dog,
What
dog
does
food,
dog
dog food and milk. I wouldn't ever recommend it. It just tasted like see afterwards. It tasted like Weetabix coming back up. So my missus was in the bath as I was doing it. Like, my missus was in the bath as I was doing it, and I'm like, I was rearing myself up trying to do it, like to get ready for this smoothie. And I was like, I can't do it. There's no way. But then, as I says, I can't turn down a dare. There's no way that I am getting classed as a shite bag. So I was like, not a chance. So I reared myself up. I done it. And straight to the toilet afterwards, and the missus is in the bath at the time. I'm hanging there, the talking to the big white telephone, and it wasn't fun. Like, it wasn't pleasant. It was coming out of holes in my face, and it's not. I forgot about that, to be honest. But you've given me.
Aye, so if anybody's sitting watching their breakfast, I apologise right now. I'm really, really sorry for that.
Definitely, I apologise also.
So obviously, there's that really fun side to you. You know, you've got your page which is down the bottom there, which is LATR. And what is LATR? What's the inspiration behind that?
So it's kind of just trying to inspire others to get out and do what they want to do in life, no matter what it is, whatever you want to do. Obviously, I'm doing the cycling, I'm doing whatever else. So I just want to send a message across to do what you want to do in life. Life's too short. Don't push everything off. Like don't push it off. And that was kind of just the message. It was It started off as just like a trail riding page. It seemed to have stemmed off to just be more a helping others, mental health kind of page. But yeah,
I love it.
Just trying to help others and seeing my story and encouraging others to speak out as well. And it's a little bit of a mix of everything.
Well, I've actually spoke to you last night as well and asked you if you're up for a challenge later in the year that I'm not going to share yet with anybody, but I've got you who would love to do it, and I've got also Dean Cameron who would love to do it, which is another one of my friends. Dean's known as the Scottish Wim Hof, so Dean really wants to do it as well. So watch this space. What's your thoughts on that challenge, Luke? Are you still?
That's something that I've wanted to do. That's actually something I was wanting to do personally either anyway. So definitely. So you coming up and asking me to do that is just It's
it'll take us roughly about a week to do it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pretty crazy, I would imagine. But we'll take it as it comes. We need to plan it for a time when there's no midges as well, which is
Definitely.
really important, because obviously nobody wants to walk through swarms of midges. But we'll be
share midges, and I really appreciate them. I'm sure a lot of people will agree.
So for anybody who's interested in knowing what the challenge is, I'm not going to tell you as yet, right? But it involves doing one of the hardest things that you could ever do in your life, and lots of cold water therapy during it. So I'll share with you when we get all the plans in place for it, but it is quite exciting.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it already. I've already, after doing that challenge, I've already been looking into do the next big challenge, and I think that could be it, definitely.
It's definitely a big challenge.
Well, that's what everybody was saying to me as well, like, because I've done the 30 days and that was a massive challenge. They're like, well, what's going to be your next challenge? Because obviously that's a massive challenge. You've got to go bigger and better next time. So I think that's definitely bigger and better.
Aye, I think so too. You'll be like 2 days in, you'll be like, what have I done?
I can imagine.
So we're now at 50 minutes.
Where's the time?
Luke and I have been speaking for ages and ages, so now it's you guys, it's your turn to ask Luke anything that you want. So please do use the comment section, ask Luke anything that you want, and he will answer. And watch this, nobody will have anything to ask you now.
I know. Put me on the spot.
I know. It's good though. It's good to put you on the spot.
Definitely. This is what I love as well. It's like what I was saying to you yesterday. Like this live, I was considering actually like just like saying I couldn't do it, like because I struggle with this kind of thing. It gets me super anxious. I'm sure that a lot of people have noticed I'm like fidgety. If you could see my hands, are like always like this and stuff. Super anxious. But then I was thinking, what's the point? Just do it. Just put yourself out there. At the end of the day, what's the worst that could happen? I've got nothing to lose. So
exactly. And nerves are actually good, because nerves mean that you care. It means that you care about the message that you're putting across. Would you believe that every single interview that I do, and I've interviewed loads of people, I'm always nervous.
Uh-huh.
And everybody says, Stephen, you look totally chilled. And I'm like, I'm no.
You do look super chill, but I could totally agree to you. I could totally relate to that, definitely. I think videos and stuff as well, like as I was saying with the TikTok and even the videos on my page, like people so there's a question just came in there. That's my wee brother just wrote in there.
Oh, is it? How cold was the water yesterday?
To be honest, it wasn't even that cold. It isn't as cold as like you'd expect it to be. Like I did expect it to be super cold. As I says, I've done the waterfalls and stuff and that as well, but the waterfall was 100 times colder than the sea. Obviously, like the mere volume, like the bigger volume of water, I think the hotter it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd definitely swim in the sea rather than the waterfall every time. But it wasn't cold.
Honestly, I find fresh water Baltic.
Aye.
And the sea's all right, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I find the sea quite easy to swim in, because that you get that initial shock, but then I don't know. I think it's the salt in the water that makes it warm. I don't know what it is. But,
my body was actually on fire. Like after the first few minutes, like obviously you could hear in the video, I'm like trying to talk, and I'm like, you could hear it. But yeah, like my body was on fire within the first couple of minutes. It was crazy. I loved it, and I definitely will be doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to invest in some socks and gloves, like the neoprene or whatever it is. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but yeah, I'm going to get the waterproof socks and gloves so I can get a little bit more time into the water. I was in there for like 15-20 minutes or something. I was in and out a couple of times. I was setting up the GoPro and went in to get my camera, like my phone and stuff. So yeah, it was amazing.
it is important to have your extremities covered. So, like that's one thing I've learned for doing cold water therapy is that you need to put gloves on and you need a hat on and you need
Yeah,
something on your feet
yeah,
just so you're not losing the heat quickly.
yeah,
But
definitely.
good investment. There's another question. Phoenix, age 7, wants to know how old you were when you learned to swim.
So Phoenix is like one of my biggest fans on my page.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, he's an amazing wee guy.
Oh,
Loves all my videos and loves all my trail riding and stuff like that. So when I was, I can't really remember the age that I started swimming. I think it must have been maybe about, I'm sure it was about 9 or 10. There used to be something at the local institute called the Splash Disco, and I can remember going. It was like there was like a kiddie pool because I always used to go about with my big brother. He was like 4 years older than me. I used to go in the kiddie pool, and then there was a big pool where it had like a big inflatable thing, and I used to have to sit in the baby pool, like in the kiddie pool, because I couldn't swim. It was too deep on the other side. And I used to watch like all my big brother and all his pals and everybody else like going near this inflatable thing. I could just remember just like dreaming, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And then it wasn't. It was the lifeguard that actually taught me. So I had to do 2 lengths of the baby pool, like the kiddie pool, before I was able in the big pool. And I done it and smashed it, and then I was away into the big pool with the big boys. So yeah, it was about 9 or 10.
so you were pushed out your comfort zone to actually do what you needed to do, and then,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is much like life, isn't it?
definitely.
When you want to do stuff.
And just kept on pushing forward, and yeah, I'm like a fish.
That's brilliant. I love it. Next one is Marie is asking, looking for, or she's just saying, sorry, looking forward to seeing what your next challenge is. Look, I'm sure you'll smash it.
So Mary, that's my auntie as well. So
Oh, really? Oh, it's
yeah,
Mary. I'm calling her Marie.
Marie, that's
Sorry,
Mary.
Mary.
Yeah, Mary, it's going to be a massive challenge. So I'm sure you'll hear all about it in no time at all. So keep your eyes peeled. It's going to be bigger and better.
Are you meaning the challenge that we've been speaking about? Aye.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Well, I think that I'm not sure whether I do another challenge before then or
I'm
I'm
thinking you might. Aye.
the guy. Like see the 30-day challenge, that was kind of like it just came out of nowhere and it just spiraled. And before I knew it, it was this big thing. It was in the papers. Everybody was talking about it. We got posters printed. I've actually got one of the posters here that on the wall. We got the
Oh,
posters
brilliant.
printed and stuff like that. And then I'd never expected it to go to the certain extent it did, and the support that we got for everybody it was amazing.
Well, the thing that I've invited you to do, we're going to do a press release for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a couple of journalist friends who are quite excited in the story
Uh-huh.
because the people that I want to do it with, there's only going to be 4 or 5 of us, right?
Uh-huh.
But 2 of the people are massive influencers, like Dean. He's got something like 18,500 followers on TikTok. He's like he's had loads of press coverage over all these cold water stuff. So he's like quite a big influential character. Obviously, you're doing all your stuff, so you're kind of covering the kingdom, the Fife side.
Yeah.
He covers the Highlands. I cover West Lothian. So we're
Yeah.
trying to get like these influential guys from different parts of the country.
Yeah.
So it'll be a big story.
Sounds like an amazing collaboration, definitely. It was my big brother that organised all my thing, like all the everything like from the posters, from the press coverage, and all that kind of thing. He's a project manager, so
Oh,
maybe
really?
interesting to get him involved and help along the way. Definitely, he's amazing at what he does, and I really couldn't thank him enough for everything that he done for me throughout this project that we done. So it could be worth getting him involved and making the most of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the good thing is as well is that when we are doing the fundraising for this, like you'll be fundraising for your local community, I'll be doing it for my local community.
Yeah.
What I want to fundraise for is my amazing friend June. She runs social enterprise, and she does mental health first aid training. So she trains people in mental health first aid. And obviously they're always looking for funds. They're always looking to, secure funding to be able to train more people on mental health first aid. So that's where I want my money to go to. You'll obviously choose something in your area. Dean will choose something in his area, and then before we know it, it'll.
That's super interesting. That's super interesting. That's something that that's something I've been thinking about and stuff as well. I want to push my things forward and start actually learning how to actually really help with people and stuff like that with the mental health. It's okay saying that you give me a message or whatever, because I've been through it and that as well, but I really couldn't help with the certain extent that some people really need. So yeah, that would be interesting.
Well, I can hook you up with June, no problem, because she's I done my mental health first aid training during lockdown actually. Because I've worked in I do meditation classes for men. I do loads and loads of different stuff to help people. But I got my certificate just.
Woo! La la.
Mental health first aider.
Well done.
And it was amazing. It was brilliant because it takes you through how you can support someone who's in a mental health crisis, and give them the very best help and support. So, we need a mental health first aider on the corner of every street, every town, every city, every country in the world. So,
give me a message and put me onto June. Definitely, I'm interested in that, mate.
I will do. Brilliant. Well, that's us. We're just over an hour. It's been a brilliant conversation, and I hope that everybody's really, really enjoyed today's surgery. We sometimes on a Friday we get less people viewing in the morning, but people always view it later on at night. So usually what we find on a Friday, Luke, is that I get loads of messages for people throughout the day on a Friday. I don't know what it is. I think folk are just busy on a Friday morning. So I'll let you know what people have thought of today and how many people have watched, and you can let me know if you meet your target as well.
That's amazing, Stephen. Definitely, but I'm not really interested in the figures. All I'm interested in is see if there's even one person has watched this video, and even as one person has took anything away from this video, I'm happy. Honestly, I don't care how many people it is, whether it's one or if 100 or 1,000. I'm super happy if it at least helps that one person. I mean, obviously, I'm not the most inspirational guy, but if I could help anybody, I'm happy. I try my best, and that's all I can do. I'm only human.
Do you know what's really funny as well? I've got that written down right beside me as well.
You said last night you know how to read people, and you definitely do.
Bet you when I speak about Luke's engagement, he says, I'm not interested in the numbers. I'm more interested in helping people.
Definitely.
And that's what it is. And I say that every single morning when we do our soul man surgeries. See if we can help just one person every day. Job's done.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
definitely.
Thank you for all your inspiration today, Luke. Would you be interested in coming on again one day and chatting?
Definitely. I've really enjoyed it, to be honest. I may be sweating out of all pores in my body, but I'm absolutely buzzing with this. It's fluent, to be honest with you. I can't believe it's been an hour already.
I know.
What was that?
Watch this space, folks, because you might actually see Luke on my side of the camera, all right, guys, here we are, we're live.
Soul Man Junior.
I'm absolutely sure that if everything goes to plan and we do this challenge later on in the year, I'm absolutely sure that it'll be really, really inspirational and actually life-changing experience for all of us as well. So
definitely. It'd be good to actually get to meet you in person and stuff as well. Obviously, I met you through TikTok, and definitely be interested in. Well, definitely be cool getting to meet you in person and getting that more and actually in a personal level.
Yeah, I'm a good guy, I promise. I'm not one of these creepy folk that stalk folk and all the rest of it.
No, not at all. like he says, like I could totally relate to you, and it's like you relate to me and stuff as well. And I'm absolutely been a pleasure meeting you on TikTok and been a pleasure talking to you. I'm glad that you got in contact the other day. I know I took a wee break off of TikTok, and that was just only just talking again after. I can't remember the last time I spoke to you. It must have been, was it last year?
I don't know. Maybe I actually. But you know, we were chatting, and you know, we've done this before as well, just on a different platform.
Yeah. So TikTok had started getting to me a wee bit. So like it started getting a bit negative, and it started like affecting my own mental health. So I just ended up having to take a break, and I just kind of just abandoned it. And then like
healthy boundaries. That's what it is. Healthy boundaries. That's all it is.
Yeah. But I'm glad that we're on Facebook now and that, and so friends for life, even friends for life.
Aye. Well, look, thank you so much for today.
Thank you for having me, honestly, it's been a pleasure.
I'm going to end the broadcast, but you stay on. We'll have a wee quick chat before you go. But everybody, have an absolutely fantastic weekend, whatever you are doing. Take a wee bit of inspiration for Lukey Boy here and go and jump in the sea at the weekend safely. I'm joking, don't. I think most people...
Get a couple of pals and on you go. I really appreciate everybody joining in, and thank you for showing the support, as always.
Absolutely, and go and like Luke's page, and if you want to as well, you can donate to his GoFundMe, which is absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much, Luke, and
most importantly, never give up.
Say that again.
Most importantly, never ever give up. Never
give up. Absolutely, you're right. So we will see you on Monday, and Monday's guest, for anybody who's interested in tuning in on Monday, Monday's guest. Why is this no? I've frozen again.
I lagged again. Am I lagging as well, or is it just you?
I think it's just me. It's rubbish. So Monday's guest is the very inspirational, or one of the very inspirational Wim Hof method trainers. So he's going to come on and speak to you guys on Monday. So you'll hear all about that on Monday. Anyway, take care, everybody, and see you later. Be strong. Be strong.